I've gotten messages telling me I'm scary. I'm not trying to scare people. I had to be my own surrogate parent, so obviously I turned out a little bit weird. Trying to hide that weirdness killed me. I find that people like me better if they see the real me instead of me trying so hard to act normal. I'm not trying anymore. Screw it. And if you find me scary, you must think Eeyore is scary, with a tail nailed in his coccyx. I love you, Eeyore. This is MasaoHF, or we'll just say Masao for, shorthand. He's a Canadian and a confusing individual to say the least, but also one of that is highly intelligent. The excerpt I just read you was, written by Masao himself almost 13 years ago, as of the time of making this video. The blog titled Scary was written December 5th, 2010, and along with Masao's videos, specifically the Cooking with Hoarders, Omelet for Obama, this is what got me introduced and intrigued with the man. Being a strange guy myself, I started looking into him more, finding his blog. We'll talk about the blog later. What we need to talk about at this moment is this. Who is Masao, and what makes him so mysterious and strange? A big thanks to Parthenocarpi SA for archiving the majority of Masao's videos, as for some reason, unknown reasons, Masao deleted his first channel, most videos being archived in the above mentioned channel. Make sure to go share some of the love, go subscribe, watch if you're interested in Masao. He's got almost all of his earlier videos anyways. That being said, let's delve into the strange and mysterious mind of MasaoHF. Masao is, as stated before, a strange man who likes to entertain by creating equally strange videos, his first video being cooking hot dogs and peaches. Now, what could be so strange about that? Well, take a look at this. Editor, do your fucking job.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys some techniques to correctly burn or prepare sausages or hot dogs. So putting it on the stove may not be a good idea. A better way would be to burn them with a lighter. I think I have... Okay, I think there was a lighter somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just a little bit, okay? Not too much. Then you pull it a little bit, and you use something to hold the sausage in place. The sausage is going to have like weird things that are going to pop up, or like, there's going to be some weird things, that are going to, like liquid or something. So just do a little bit on each side. Now another strategy is to drill little holes in the sausage. Now I'm going to teach you how to do it. You got to be very careful, like this. This allows some heat to get in, okay? The little black thing that you see there, it doesn't matter, it's just dirt, okay? Like, you can clean it away after some point. It's a good way to clean, boil or prepare sausages. It takes a little time though, but another alternative would be with a sheet of paper. Okay, like a receipt from a store, okay? And you burn it, and you put it, like, under the sausage. If it smells weird, don't worry. I mean, it's just a temporary thing. You can always clean it up a little bit. Okay? And you can eat it, like, with bread, or, like, you can cut it in pieces, or, you can also try to put it back there, or boiling water, but it's a little tough to boil water because you gotta take things away. And then you just sit there and wait. You can do things with the other sausages as well. For example, you can mix the sausage with the peach juice. I don't know why, but sausages always taste good when you eat peaches at the same time, so why not like put them together? Smells a little bad, but that's just because there's smoke a drink. Okay, now there's a little fire. Oops, that was the wrong one. Okay, I turned the wrong number there. Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta take care of this. Okay, now what happened? I put the sausage to boil here, but I think I turned the wrong handle. You see these little handles?
That was strange, wasn't it? You probably have some questions, don't you? I mean, don't worry, I had questions too. One of being, what does Masao look like? And I know that's probably not the question that you're asking me. You're like, why are you beating around the bush? As you see in the video, Masao doesn't seem to understand how to cook the hot dog. Attempting to sear it with a candle, to no avail, of course, and then boiling it to make a smoothie. You know, putting the hot dog in with some peaches and tasting the concoction, which in turn makes him gag and spit it out.
I don't know if I can taste this. I don't know if it's gonna be... Oh, fuck, what a smell.
Another thing to mention, fire, alright? Fires are all in his videos. They're so prevalent, it's crazy. Fire is not uncommon for him. As in, one of his most popular videos, Omelet for Obama, he's filming himself cooking on the day of Obama's inauguration, attempting to cook an omelet, but also not knowing what egg whites are. So, he tries to make these egg whites by taking a whisk and putting the egg shells in water, and then taking this whisk and just, you know, sitting there trying to whisk that shit up to make a gelatin. It didn't work, of course. It was actually stated in a couple of his other videos that he used to cook these omelets with the eggshells in it, and actually eat them pretty regularly before going to the gym, so I don't know. I don't know. He tries to make the egg whites out of eggshells. The way he does this is using water and an egg whisk, trying to make the shells more gelatinous, of course. This doesn't work, but what does work is he somehow sets the entire cooking pot ablaze, putting it out by grabbing the handle and throwing it out in the snow, at a pretty hefty cost of burning his hand.
I'm softer, so it's really tough because it doesn't always work. Okay, so I need this little machine that I have, the egg white whisker. I'm gonna put in there. Okay. This is a machine is made to whisk the egg whites, okay?
The Honorable John G. Roberts Jr. will administer the presidential oath of office.
Whoa. It's not working. You see, what's supposed to happen, you see the hard part of the egg white, okay? It's supposed to become like soft, you see? So you have this little, see this part? It's soft. It became soft because I wish it, but the whole thing is that the problem is that not the whole thing becomes soft. It's only like some parts of it that, you know, it's supposed to, the whole thing is supposed to become, you know, soft. Alright. I need a spoon to whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit. What in the world is this? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I'm gonna shut the TV off now. How the fuck is this happening? Oh! Whoa. Shit, ah, man, I fucking burnt my finger. Oh, man. Ah. What the fuck just happened? Okay, we're gonna Holy shit. Look.
I know, you're looking at me through your screen and you're going, why aren't you talking about the most prevalent thing, guy? I understand, and I get it, okay? We all have questions, and they all have to be answered, and we'll get to it, I promise. What we're gonna actually get to right now is, what does Masao actually look like? And I know that's not the question that you want to be answered. You want to know why he lives in such a messy place, right? Well, let's knock two of those birds out with one stone. On February 22nd, 2010, Masao uploaded a video called Do As I Say, Not As I Do. And in this video, he attempts to clean up the mess, which for some reason had gotten just so awful, he had to wear a gas mask. This is the only footage that we actually see Masao. Of course, we don't get to see his face because of the gas mask. But though he's wearing a gas mask, I can say he looks pretty spiffy in that fedora, alright? Masao, you look good in a fedora, bro. In this video, he explains to his viewers that it's unhealthy and dangerous to live like him, so let's hear it.
Please, I have an urgent message to everyone. You must be careful. I've been cleaning up this place as well as I could. And, you must take my example. I'm warning you, please be careful. This can be very dangerous for your health. You must be careful. You must clean up your house every day. You must wash your clothes. You must clean your dishes. You cannot allow your house to become like this, or you will become like me. Be careful. The smell here is toxic. I've been very sick recently. I've been throwing up every day. Please, take my example. Do not let things go out of hand. You must clean up your house every day. Please listen to me. I know what I'm saying. Experience gives you wisdom. Do not let your house become like this. I beg you, for your own good. This is terrible. I will not be able to finish the job here. I will not be able to clean up. I'm gonna be sick. Please, I need to take a break. Alright, listen to my example, people.
Now, this man's made everything from sambuca cake. One thing that's pretty prevalent in his videos is liquor. The man, he loves his sambuca, which, it's not really my choice drink. I'm more of a vodka guy, but, you know, that's neither here or there. He's made fruit punch out of bananas, oranges, and moldy peaches. Oh yeah, moldy peaches. And dude, they look wrecked. Okay, play the video, editor.
Alright, so we're going to be making another kind of fruit punch. We're going to need peaches, bananas, and oranges, and of course some milk. So first we are going to need a couple of bananas. We're going to start with one at a time here. I have some bananas, okay? I have a knife somewhere. Wait a minute. Okay, we're going to use this. This ain't easy. Wait a minute. Okay. So I put 2 halves of banana. Some oranges. I don't have oranges, but I have these things. So it's going to be okay. Alright, the next thing is, well, okay, 3 is a bit too much. Let's just put 2 of them. And the next thing is a peach. I think I have some here that have been lying around for a couple of weeks. Alright. Oh yeah, don't worry about the white stuff you see there. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything because, you know, when things get older, okay, there are white things that appear on them. It's a perfectly natural process. So capitalism wants you to believe that if you see this white stuff, it means that it's bad and you have to buy some new breeches. But in reality, it's just that, you know, it's a natural part of life. You know, when old people, you know, get older, they get white hair. And, you know, an old man is, you know, able to speak just as much as a young man, you know. So an old peach is just as good as a young peach. So we're going to put this in there. And so we got peach, a banana, 2 oranges, and we need some milk. Okay, well, we don't have enough milk. Because if we don't have any milk anymore, we can use some sambuca. Sorry for the little pause there, my camera's battery's died out. So I'm going to have some sambuca. We can always replace milk with sambuca. Okay, homogeneous. Alright, we can add another peach here, but one whole peach is a bit too much. We're going to need a knife to cut a peach in half. It's a bit, okay. There you go. Alright. Alright, so just about ready. We're going to need a container, for the stuff. Wait a minute. Okay. So, remember the recipe now. Some peaches, oranges, and bananas, and of course a little bit of water. Milk. And if there's not enough milk, sambuca. So we're ready to drink this. Well, try it.
Now, along with his cooking videos, he has other videos that actually delve a little bit into his psyche. You know, it gives us a little bit of insight into his psychology, his personality, what makes him him. You know, in the video, The Truth About Masao, he explains that he had seen a therapist and was actually diagnosed with autism. Which, as he states in the video, it makes sense, as he doesn't have the same reaction to people and their emotions when communicating. It states he doesn't even feel like he has a personality. Now, as I stated before in the beginning of this documentary, there's more underneath the sheets. All right, there's more to Masao than just, haha, he lives at a trash home and he doesn't know how to make an omelet. You know, there's more underneath the hood. And you know how we figure that out? Something I haven't been able to talk about just yet, and it's the blog. Now, this is where things get a little strange. I'm not a very political person, and I don't have any opinions on politics or religion, to be honest. I don't really care. I don't have any interest in it. That's why I kind of glossed over some of the videos, because he is kind of a political guy, you know? In the video, a little bit of socialist propaganda, we get a glimpse into what his belief on the subject of socialism is. I'm not going to play it in full, so editor, just play a small clip from that.
Hi guys, 7 a.m. I'm getting ready for breakfast and all that. I thought I might shoot it, whatever. You know, I woke up at 5 this morning and I wanted to wake up early so that I could leave earlier and then have more time later on, but then, you know, I wake up at 5 and then I wake up and I'm like, and I you know, push the buttons on my alarm clock to wake up at 6, whatever. I wanted to talk about something, by the way. I think it's an important thing to reflect on is exploitation. What it means to be exploited, what it means when someone is being exploited, right? And I think a good way to look at it is exploitation occurs when someone provides something to someone else. Say that thing could be merchandise or work or anything that has a certain value, whatever, sex, anything, that someone would provide another person in exchange for something, okay? And that because of an unequal relationship between the two, the value of what is given by that person is significantly lower than the value of what that person receives in return. And so the lesson to get from that is not to place yourself in a situation of weakness.
Now, there is a part 2, but to keep a flow of the video and your interest peaked, and also to save time, we're not gonna, you can go check out part 2 for yourself. Now that I've skimmed on the top of his beliefs, what does this have to do with his blog? Well, this is where things get a little bit strange. We're gonna take a look into some of it, and at this point, I'd like to give you a little heads up. I'd like to give you a little warning, alright? Things are gonna get a little bit weird from here on out. Now, there are 5 short stories that he has written, ranging from May 2008 to February of 2021. The first being called Scary People Looking at Me. There are 19 pages, and... Editor, what the fuck, dude? You actually expect me to read all that? 5 short stories? And each one has... No. So, the first one, Scary People Looking at Me, it talks about incest and politics. Let's just get that out of the way. And no, I won't be reading them for the video, as I've already read them, and my god, there's just so much incest from beginning to end. There's just, it's a plethora. There's a plethora of incest that goes on, and politics. Fine, I'm a strange dude. I'm not gonna read I'm not gonna read all of them. I'm gonna read some excerpts from it, so here you go. I take a deep breath. I can feel the power. I control the world. My hatred of the Republicans and my sadness over the incompetency of the Democrats has made me understand that I have to fight through the obstacles and make my own power myself. Vivian doesn't know what's going on. She has no idea of the dark powers controlling her body, controlling the currents and of little thingies making their way in and out of her brain. And it's not just any brain. It's a female brain. With boobs. I put my hand in my pants again. Now, was that tasty? Did you like that? Well, here's another one. My sister was a huge history nerd. She had a PhD in history and taught a course on the Ottoman Empire at Georgetown University. She was so obsessed with the Ottoman Empire that she found a way to bring it up in almost every conversation. I had no idea what the book she gave me was about, but I'd be willing to bet it had something to do with the Ottoman Empire. Isn't it? She said with a smile. How far did you get? Chapter 2, I lied. I hadn't read a single page. Oh, yeah? Then tell me, what's the Hagia Sophia? It's a princess? Wrong, my sister said, shaking her head. Are you sure you were reading? I bet you were masturbating. I felt my heart sink. Oh, what is it then? She asked, bending forward. I caught myself looking down at her cleavage for a fraction of a second and immediately looked away in total panic. I hope she didn't notice. It was difficult to say whether or not she was wearing a bra, but since her nipples didn't poke out of her top, I assumed she either did wear a bra or was using small cups over... Wait, no, I'm not thinking about this. And that isn't all. That was just 2 separate stories, and only half a page is worth each. Yikes. Now, looking at these blogs, there was one thing I wanted to note. His attraction to the Wendy's mascot as his first post to his blog was this. Not sure how this is supposed to work out. I'll just post some random stuff here every once in a while. By the way, I think Wendy is kind of cute. It can also be corroborated with his last short story, his latest one, 2021 in February, The Chosen One, where in the beginning of the story, the main character Jason is being called down for dinner, having to take his hands out of his pants and put a Wendy's restaurant pamphlet back under his bed. Now, all that being said, you're probably thinking this guy is some kind of degenerate and that he just makes terrible cooking videos and incest fanfic, and lives a hoarder's lifestyle. But if you looked underneath the surface, you'd actually be surprised to find that he's a successful dude. And he's quite intelligent, he has deep thoughts, And not only this, he's been through law school, and I think he works as a court clerk. A job like that's allowed him to, travel, in his own words, through most of Europe, Korea, Taiwan, and a bit into Central and South America. And he can speak up to 4 different languages, though he has an accent in each one. Not only has he been able to travel and learn multiple languages, he also has 3 houses in Montreal. So why live the way he does, if he's so successful? In the video's Thoughts and Reminiscence, he explains that when he's feeling overwhelmed and needs to be alone, he goes to the house, which, you know, is the house that has the kitchen that you see most prevalently in his videos. The house that's filled with garbage, you know. Now, this house is his sanctuary, basically. It's a safe space. He feels that he can be himself when he's there. So, let's take a look at Thoughts and Reminiscence.
The thing is, I mean, a lot of things happened. I mean, I've been sort of busy, and I mean, I found out a lot of stuff about myself as well. I mean, I'll talk about it another time, but I mean, I'll be trying to make more videos, but sort of at the same time trying to juggle a lot of things at the same time. It's not always easy. As a lot of people probably figured out, this place isn't my full-time residence. It's sort of, I guess you can call it my sanctuary, I guess. It's a place I sort of go to when I sort of need to be alone, and I guess I sort of need that more than other people. And anyway, to make a long story short, I guess I'll just say it. You know, a lot of people through the years have been sort of asking questions about me, and I mean, I've seen psychologists to figure out why the hell I'm so weird, and so it turns out apparently that I'm autistic, and that's the diagnostic I got last summer. It's kind of, they call it a spectrum, right? So it means there's sort of degrees of I guess how badly affected you are. So on one end you're really, really bad, you can't even speak apparently, and the other end you're sort of functional. So and the least affected, they call them Asperger's, and I'm just somewhat before that. They call it high functioning autism. So it's sort of Asperger's, but just not quite there. I have problem with what they call executive function. So I guess this kind of explains why this place is always so messy. I guess it just comes naturally to me. Some people thought I had social anxiety, which is not really the case, because I'm not really a shy person. I mean, I talk to, I mean, I guess when I'm hanging out with people, I just talk. I'm confident, I suppose. I'm just confused more than anything. I just like not really sure what to say, and sometimes I might say something offensive without really noticing. You know, these days with the political landscape is sort of different than it was 10 years ago, right? These days you have to be more careful than in the past to not offend anybody. You know, there's some things you used to be able to say that today, like, well, maybe just be careful, right? And I suppose when you're autistic, that you sort of have a hard time understanding this. It's probably even more difficult, but so I don't want to get banned from YouTube or whatever, but so I'll try to, wait, who am I kidding? I'll just be myself, fuck that shit. Anyway, so that's that. I bought a book, I mean...
So out of all that, what is Masao doing now? Well, Masao's living his life. He uploads every once in a while. You know, like, I think he uploaded like last month. Seemingly making more cooking videos, story times, you know, a video about him buying a new computer. Before I end this video, why don't we just take a look at some classic clips of Masao and his most recent one, you know, just to wrap everything up with a nice pretty bow. His most recent one was made only, I think about a month ago as of recording this, so... editor, roll the films.
I need a knife. There was one here. Ow, my finger. Fuck. I just erased my fingerprints. Next time I get to the airport, they're gonna kill me. Alright, where's my knife? There it is. Ow. Damn, I really got burned. Alright. How do we take this from here and put it on the plate? Maybe with the towel again. Let's see. See if it works. Okay. Let's wait a sec. Okay. Damn. Okay. Let's try it again. Oof. Never realized the cooks, that they go through so much risk. Next time you make a cake at a restaurant or something, you gotta remember that people risk their lives for this. So I got the Christmas turkey cake. It's really delicious stuff. There you go. Christmas cake. Alright, I'm gonna take a picture to remember this. Where's my camera? Let's see. Hey, that's good. Whoops. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut this off for now. Merry Christmas, everybody. All right, so we're gonna be making some steak. So we're gonna try it with a grill. Probably this thing's still frozen, so we're gonna have to try to freeze it. We need something that produces heat. We're just trying to get it a bit softer. You can put some, oh shit. Expose this to some kind of heat just to get it a bit softer because it's still hard. It should be cooking. Maybe the stuff is too high. Whoa. Okay, looks like, oh fuck. There's some salt. Take the fire out. What the fuck? Come on. Whoa! Heaven's sake. It's gonna die. I'm gonna fucking. Well, hello. Well, this is poutine. And from A&W. So I got some and I started eating, then I wasn't hungry anymore, so I thought I'd do a little experiment. So today is October 28th, 2023. So I thought I'd bury it and leave it underground for the winter. And when the snow starts to melt, I'll just dig it out and see if it's still there. Like if it's degraded into nothing or if there's still traces left. Let's start digging. If we can remember where it is next to that metal post here. Let's see. This is not exactly the best digging tool, but I think it's gonna have to do. Oh, good enough. Let's see. I put this here. There it is. Now we're gonna put a stone slab over it to keep it warm during the winter. This way we can be sure that it's gonna decompose properly. And I'm gonna put this little green thing here just as a reminder of where it is. Alright, so that's it. So this is October 28, 2023, and let's come back here in March or April and dig it up and see what we can find. Alright, see you guys later.
Now that I've shown you the complexity that is Masao, how do you feel? I don't mean to be therapeutic right now, just taking notes, but you probably feel a little whiplash, huh? Because, I did too. Just seeing his cooking videos and actually finding out how deep he is, and, he's actually successful, which makes me happy. I'm glad for him. I can say with complete confidence that, yeah, he writes weird-ass stories, he lives like a rat. That is what makes Masao such an interesting character. He's successful, but due to his thought process and feeling of not being what we call socially normal, he's considered a weirdo. Like I said, yeah, the short stories are weird, and I'm not a political nut, but Masao himself is something of an anomaly, and that I just can't figure out, and that makes me even more interested in him, figuring out exactly who and what makes the dude tick. All that being said, I've made other documentaries. I made one on Carissa, the worst mother on YouTube. She's a child abuser, child neglector, Terrible person. She's also a predator, so there's that. I also made a documentary on Jay Herod. Go check out those two. They seem to be very well received, so maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I don't know, but you know, if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit subscribe, share this or whatever. I just want to do this stuff for the entertainment's sake. So, yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'll see you in the next episode of whatever I'm doing besides put your trash on my fire. Have a good day.